So why did you guys come to Con Bravo?
To meet the big three.
Spoony,
Nostalgia Critic, and Joe.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
Hey guys, this is Spoony here at Con Bravo, having a great time meeting all the fans and giving a lot of informative panels. Wish you were here.
Hey guys, Angry Joe here at Con Bravo, and I cannot wait to meet all of you and hang out with the fans.
Hello, all of the Con Bravo Con goers. This is Keith Applecat Con Cat. Hi, hey, what's up? This is Con Capicary.
And yeah, it takes about roughly a week to do a critic episode, like a day for writing, or a day for watching it, a day for writing it, a day for filming it, a day for starting to edit it, and then a day to sort of finish up the editing. And then there's two sort of bleed over days. Just in case. Nostalgia Critic, it's all written. There's very little improv. Sometimes there is, but not much. And we plan out a list of the movies we're gonna review, like for the next, 9 weeks, something like that. And we used to post that list, but then we stopped. We like keeping the build up for people.
It's tough because like new games will release and probably like 2 or 3, and I mainly stick to the Xbox or the PC for strategy games. But I'll buy a few and then I'll play them and I'll see what different kind of funny parodies or jokes I can come up with. And if a game is particularly bad, that's the one that I end up choosing to let people know, don't play this game. And if it's particularly good, then I do the opposite. It's the mediocre games that are really hard for me to sort of keep entertaining.
What the site has been has kind of evolved over the years progressively. And I started out just doing like basically blog entries, movie reviews on a text. And I guess you could argue that's when it started, because for a couple of years I basically just did written blog entries, and then it moved to video. But yeah, that's what the site's become, is basically a site that organizes all the videos I've done.
I actually just started getting into cons because I've always been into fantasy and costuming and things like that. But I went to Anime North a couple months ago, and somebody actually told me about Con Bravo. They said it's a little smaller, but it's still just as fun. So I checked out the website, and I grabbed my friend Zach here, and then we decided to come out and try it.
Well, I kind of came for a bit of everything. The gaming was my #1 thing. I did want to come to the Street Fighter tournament this morning, but unfortunately I missed my bus to come here. So I didn't make registration. I did watch the finals, it was cool. But yeah, the gaming was my big thing for sure.
It's mostly the friends, and everyone's really nice, and the dealers room is also really cool because you get to see all the stuff that people have made.
Yeah, for me, it's my first year. I've heard so much good stuff about this convention from previous years, and I had a lot of friends going, and that a lot of friends were artists, and I wanted to support them and have a good time over here.
Prefer. The easiest ones to work on are the movies, because when I take notes on movies, it's 90 minutes to 2 hours. That's not a whole lot of footage to go through. So I take my notes, I write my script, and it's much faster. When it comes to video games, especially RPGs, those are much longer. Those are on the order of 40 to 60 hours long in the case of RPGs. That's a lot of footage to go through. So it's a lot harder. It takes more time and patience to get through that. And so, when you're talking 40 hours of footage, you're combing through all that, that's a week. That's a week's worth of work. It's a lot harder. So prefer, which one do I like better? They both have their merits, because I'm really proud of the way Final Fantasy X and all the game reviews have turned out. But if I were to pick one to do, probably a movie.
Oh, my favorite games have to be Elder Scrolls series, Oblivion. I love it. I love creating myself in games and finding all the cool loot. I'm just a massive loot whore, so I have to have as much of the coolest stuff as possible. So any games that I can create myself in are really fun for me. I'm a huge strategy fan, so RTS games, anything in space, or 4X, which is a dying genre, unfortunately. That's space exploration and empire management. Those are my favorite types of games.
With anything really on YouTube or anything like that, the only people you gotta worry about are the people who want to take it down and complain and think it is copyright infringement. So because of that, anytime YouTube gets a complaint, they, at least how it used to work, they just take it down. Like you know, Liongate and 20th Century Fox and stuff like that. We're calling some of my, or pointing at some of my movies and say, that's our stuff, take it down, and they would just take it down. I don't know if it still works that way. I think it does. But in terms of just media companies in general, we haven't had much trouble. We had the Wiseau incident where he took down a review of The Room, or at least told us to. And then we did some legal research, talked to a lawyer, and said, oh, there's no problem here, really. We just put it back up. Nothing ever came of it.
Man, I love it. I love it when fans come up to me and they say, hey Joe, man, I saw your video. I gotta tell you that you are the one that convinced me to buy Red Dead Redemption. You know, I don't have a whole lot of money to spend on games, and when you said Red Dead Redemption full 10 out of 10, I went out and bought it. It is the best game I played. That stuff makes me feel really good when I know that I've done my job, I've told people about the good games, they go out and they buy it and they really enjoy it.
Good. A lot of people, a lot more than I thought there was going to be. But I guess first visit in Canada as a guest, so it's expected.
And oh, more. Oh no.
And we just signed our boobs.
I just signed another girl's boobs. This is the third set of boobs I'll be signing. Wait, you can't pull your shirt up in front of everyone, are you?
Yeah. Let's go!
This is a video game convention.